What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can read from the title above or below, I will be doing another story time, and if you click this story time, you guys are nosy and you guys want to know some tea, so I'm here to spill the tea. This story is going to be about how I was a groupie for Black Bear and how fangirls are just too much. You guys are going to understand everything once I, explain this story. But if this is your first time seeing me, hi, I'm Jazlynn Westbrook. Hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications if you want to, and join the family. I post videos every other day. The longest I go without posting videos is 4 days, so you aren't going to regret subscribing to me. And if you guys want to see what I'm doing when I'm not here on YouTube, follow my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Let's get right into the story. If you guys didn't know, I love Black Bear. He's my everything. He is in my top 3 favorite artists. So I'm obsessed with Black Bear, Bear Trap sound, the company itself, everything, and just Black Bear in general. Like Black Bear, oh my God, like you guys don't understand. But yeah, I love Black Bear. So I've liked him since I was a boy. Yes, I used to be a man. Had to put that out there for you guys. And I never got to see him in concert. He was always in LA and I was never in LA. I was kind of bummed out about that because I never got to see him. But in October, he did show up to... In October, Black Bear did come to Vegas to do a little pop-up concert that he did before he did the Digital Drug Lord tour. So it was very random and he didn't really tell anybody. It kind of just was on the internet and I was like, oh my God, like, why wasn't he promoting this on like his Instagram or anything? You guys can see my black hair. So it was very random and spontaneous and I was like, I need to grab some tickets ASAP. So basically I was dealing with somebody at the time and they were like, hey, like, I know you like Black Bear and I want to take you to the show. And I was like, goals AF. Like he wanted to take me to my favorite artist's concert and I was like, okay. And he was like, grab your ticket and I'll grab mine and we'll meet there the night of. And keep in mind, we hung out beforehand and so we knew each other. We were, talking. We weren't dating, but we were talking. I listen to Digital Drug Lord about once a day. That kind of gives you the hint of how much I love Black Bear, and I love Dead Roses. Oh my God, Dead Roses is, oh my God, A1 sauce. And oh my God. Don't get me into that because I was just going to rant. But yeah, so before the concert, I knew it was for, Digital Drug Lord. So I would play Digital Drug Lord every single day, even though I knew all the songs and all the words. But I was just, getting myself prepared. And this was in October and I love October just as it is. I love everything horror. I'm kind of a gory chick, I just want to get stabbed. I want to be in a horror movie, all that stuff. So I was super hyped that he was coming. So the day comes, me and my boo, I guess I'm just gonna call him my boo for this, we were texting that day and he was like, yeah, I got my ticket and all this, like I can't wait to go. And so I was like, I'm gonna get there early because we're just gonna meet up somewhere and then we're gonna go. And he was like, okay, fine. So I get there, my mom drops me off, and guess who's not answering their phone anymore? The guy that I'm talking to. So I was texting, blowing up his phone. I was like, there's already a line being held, where are you? And he left it on red. I was like, okay. Here we go. And I just kept on texting and I was like, hello. He kept on leaving me on red and I was like, what the fuck? Like, we're at this concert. Like, so I thought we were at the concert, but it was only me. And I called him and nothing, flat. Later on the next day, I found out that he didn't even buy a ticket and he just blocked me. He ended up blocking me, and that's kind of what it was, So when he didn't answer, I was like, I'm just gonna go in line. Like, screw you. If you're not gonna answer, I'm just gonna get in line and I'm gonna go in the show myself. Like, I don't care. Like, this is Black Bear. I got in line alone and it was a very long line. Everybody was with their friends. I really didn't see anybody alone, so I kind of felt left out. I was like, I have no friends. But it is what it is. I love Black Bear, and I ended up talking to this little group of girls in front of me. I was like, oh, is this your first time seeing him? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this is my first time too. So I was just like, this is so cute. And so they were just like, you're fucking weird. After I asked them that, they just stopped talking to me. So I was like, fine, like, girl, get out of my face. So the show was outside. It was placed in a pool area in one of the casinos here in Las Vegas. Get out there and it's semi-cold. Like, I have a sweater, but it's like this. It's kind of like just off my shoulders. And I have my crop top. This is actually the crop top that I was wearing. and I wore some high-waisted jeans and no heels. I should have because I'm short, but hey. So if you guys follow me on Snap, you guys do remember me snapping every little thing I saw, every little thing I heard. I was just snapping like a mofo. So I was snapping everywhere. So there's the venue, and then on the side there is the merch box. And basically the merch box is where he's selling his merch for the concert. He had limited edition merch, and I went over there and I was just like, let me check out the, merch. And that's where the entrance to the stage was. So I was kind of like, oh, like, I'm gonna just chill out right here for a little bit just to, look at the merch, see if I can see Sydney, which is Black Bear's girlfriend, or him potentially. So I was like, I know Sydney's here and I know Black Bear's here. So I'm just gonna wait by the merch box where the stairs are to enter the stage. So I was just waiting there, and everybody can see the stage. The stage is completely exposed. You can see the stairs. So everybody can see where I was, so I was just chilling at the merch box. I was gonna buy some merch, but when I saw that $70 thing, girl, it's a shirt. I mean, if it was a sweater, I would have bought it, but a shirt, a cotton shirt that just had a sign on it. I'm sorry, Black Bear, I'm gonna buy the sweater, which is online, but I'm not gonna buy that shirt. I'm sorry, no me gusta, no me gusta. So I was just chilling by the merch box, and I was just like, I was just on my phone, just chilling, minding my business. And then I see, some security guards go up, and I guess they're doing like just some of the wiring and all that. And I was just like, oh my God, like, is this happening? Like, is this fucking happening? But it was just the DJs. They went up there and then they started playing the music just for like, the pre-show, just getting everybody hyped up, and my nose is running. So I was just like, damn, like, when is he gonna come? Because I did want to secure my spot because it was a free-for-all. So if you are in a pool vicinity and there's a concert, you guys know everybody can go anywhere they want, and you just stand in front of there, and you don't have, selected seats. So it's like a free-for-all. I wanted to secure my spot before like he showed up. So I was like, fuck, like, he needs to like hurry up, or Sydney needs to come or something. And so a group of girls walk up to me, and they are about like in 8th grade. And keep in mind, there was no age limit to this one, but you did have to be 21 to drink. And so a group of girls come up to me, and they were like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Because I was wearing 30-inch black hair. It was the middle part, and I was just looking real cute. I had like my cute little bag. They literally look like 8th graders, and they come up to me. They have little 8th grader voices too, and they were like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Like, like, what are you doing over here? Because keep in mind, I was in the corner. Like, I was pushing it. Like, nobody was allowed to go right there, but I just, was going to the side. Like, I was pushing myself, and nobody was around there except the people that were buying merch. So I was just like, oh my God. I was basically like, what are they going to do? They're going to blow my cover, and I'm going to get kicked out of the area that I'm in. I was just kind of like, fuck, like, why are you guys here? Like, just go the fuck, like, go the fuck away. And they're like, oh my God, what are you doing? What's your name? And I was like, hi, I'm Jazlynn. Like, oh. And so we're just yipper yapping. So one of the little girls asked me, they were like, oh, are you a part of the team? And I was like, what are you talking about? And they were like, are you a part of his crew? And I was like, no, I'm not. And they were like, oh, I was just wondering because you were wearing all black. And I was like, okay, no. So after she asked that, I was like, no, I'm not a part of their team. I'm not even supposed to be right here. And they were like, why? Why aren't you supposed to be right there? And I was like, because that's the entrance, and that's where he's gonna come out of. And they were just like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? And I was like, yes, girl, I'm serious. I mean, pipe down. Somebody's gonna hear us. And they were like, oh my God, are you serious? And I was like, yes, but I checked his Instagram. I don't know, he was still in his room. He took about an hour to get out, and it was understandable. We waited there about 10 minutes, and I suppose the girls thought that I was lying about like the entrance, and they would just walked away. They were like, oh, like, they just walked away until Bear posted a picture. He posted this picture in the elevator, and that was going down, in the casino. And once he posted that, those girls, they ran to me like a motherfucking football team. And I was like, oh my God. And they were like, did you see what Bear posted? And I was like, yeah, like, I seen. And like, he's coming right now. Like, he's coming right now. And I was like, girl, well, the show's about to start. And like, I'm for sure he's not gonna go into that, entryway. And they were just like, you're right, like, we're just gonna go there after the show. And I was like, okay, girl, that's a better idea. So they went to go secure their spots wherever they were gonna stand, but I just waited there a little bit, and they were watching me. They just kept on watching me. And I was just like, like, why are they staring? And so I see a little water fountain by the little door that he's gonna come out of. It was kind of just like a sheet thing, not a door, but it was like a sheet to, basically a door to me. And I saw a little water fountain. And so I walk in there and I'm drinking some water. I'm just like, because like the show's about to start. So I was like, let me just quench my thirst before I start screaming, you know. And so I walk back and then I secure my spot where I'm going to be standing for the concert. Keep in mind, it was super close. It was basically like right in front of the stage, but there was a lot of people that came and I just squeezed my ass through. Girl, my wig was shifting back. People were pulling on it. They weren't pulling on it, but their arms and body was like pulling on it. So yeah, I secured my spot. The show started, and when I tell you, if you guys could go on Instagram, like, I'm about to fucking cry.
My name is Black Bear. I'm from Los Angeles. I had to rip a fucking hospital bracelet off my wrist to be here too.
Hi guys, that was like right when he opened his mouth. I was like, wow, like. That's him. That's the one. And he's short. He's like my height and I'm 5'6", 5'5". And so he's a little midget. I was like, Black Bear, like, you're short. And yeah, he started the show. He started, and so the show went on. And then there was an intermission and I was not about to get away from where I was because girls are psycho. They were like pushing, swooping. Like when I tell you, like, it was like this, like here I was and this was somebody and it was like this. Everybody was moving, and then when he got closer to like the stage, everybody went like that. Like it was like a wave pool of people and I hated it. I feel bad for anybody that wore heels. I'm glad I didn't because I would have got trampled up. But yeah, so the intermission happened and everybody just was calming down. They were just, you know, going back into their spots. And then guess who's next to me? The group of little teeny bobbers. I was like, oh, like, how'd y'all get here? And, you know, shook. I was like, damn, like, shit, cooks. Because it was like 4 of them. And so we were just chilling. I was posting my things on Snapchat. I was getting everything situated, deleting stuff I didn't need and things that were messed up when I took pictures. While I'm doing that, one of the girls that were next to me, they were like, hey, I gotta ask you something. And I was like, yes. And they were like, so are you for sure you're not like hanging out with Bear or any of his team? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? And then another one interrupts and she just breaks the ice. She's like, fuck it, you're beating around the bush, I'm gonna just ask her. And she was like, well, I know you're alone and you're pretty, and I know girls like you that go to concerts that are alone. You guys are typically groupies, and I want to know if you're going to be going with Bear at the end of the night. Like, what are you doing? Shook. I was taken for words. I was just like, it's so serious. Like, did she want to get popped in her throat? I was like, what makes you think that I am a groupie? And then they ran down the list. 1, you're alone in a concert. 2, you're pretty. And 3, we saw you go to the back. Keep in mind, when I went to the back, I was getting some agua and I wasn't supposed to go there. I just kind of dipped because I was thirsty and those drinks are too much. And so I was like, well, I'm most certainly not a groupie. In my head, I was like, I mean, if he wants me to be his chef, it's Black Bear. But now I was just like, no, I'm not a groupie. And they were like, you're lying. Like, you're lying. Because I'm not going to like stereotype anybody, but they were white. But I'm just trying to give you guys a visual. And they were just like, you're not. Like, you're not. Like, you're not. Like, and I was like, girl, I mean, I'm not. And they were like, okay, whatever you say, enjoy the show. And I was just like, okay, like, I'm gonna enjoy my show. Should I pay the money? Like, girl, I'm gonna enjoy my show. So Black Bear comes back on and he starts with Chateau, and I'm just like, sweet 23, it's Chateau. Had a heart, man, I'm trying to get it back though. Trying to get it big, trying to get it big, trying to get it big. Anyways, he starts with that song and I was obsessed, and and I was just screaming my head off. My wig was back here. You guys can see my wig cap because like we were jumping. We were all up in it. When IDFC came on, which you guys don't know, like I don't fucking care, came on, he got like all up in the crowd. Like he was a crowd and he came up to here and everybody went bonkers. The whole crowd just like crunched up. And I got a video of that. I'm gonna put it right there, but I was shook, I was screaming, but when that happened, like literally like the bodies just were like pulling my hair back, just like pulling it back, and you guys can see my like my wig cap and everything. I was like, whoa, like shit. I was holding it like this, and keep in mind I was dripping sweat because it was hot. It was not, you know, too cold. I was dripping and there was just too much bodies going on, and I was shook. So I was still recording though. I was like, I was literally like this the whole concert, but I was getting good footage. Like, let me tell you, when I'm at a concert, I'm gonna have the best one with the best videos, let me tell you. He finishes the concert and I was really upset. I was like so sad. I don't see the group of girls, so I'm assuming they went to the merch box, you know, because that's where they said they're gonna go at the end of the concert. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna walk my happy self out of the venue because my feet were hurting, and Lord knows I was tired because it ended around like 12 or 1. So I was like, I'm in the clear to leave. So yeah, once he got off the stage, everybody was just like, okay, scrambling to get away. They were taking pictures and all that, but I was just like, I need to go. I have my little Android because my iPhone's not connected. Yeah, broke girl style. So I was walking, and then I had to walk through the bridge to get over the water. And so I'm walking through the bridge and I turned, so here's the venue. I'm walking over here and then there's the bridge. And so I'm walking towards the bridge and the merch box is back here. And so I turned this way. So now I'm on this side and I can see the venue and all that. And I see the girls walking, you know, to the bridge where I'm at. And I'm just like, okay, they don't see me, like I'm going home, like they're probably going home as well. But no, like these girls, like they did not quit. So while I was leaving, I, you know, stopped by a little McDonald's. I had to get a drink in the casino, and guess who popped up at the, you know, McDonald's? The girls. And I was just like, oh my God, like, I was just like, damn, like these girls don't quit. I thought they were really gonna go get food. Like I wasn't worried about them. Like my feet was hurting. I was just like, I don't care. I don't care. So I get my drink and then I leave. And these girls did not get anything. They just followed me. And like, it wasn't to the point where they were like trying to hide it. They were literally like, I went to go get my drink and they were just like, and when I stopped, turned, they went. It was so noticeable, but I felt the group because I can hear them. I know their voices. They were like, but you're not, like, like they were just like little 8th graders. Like, I bet you they're an 8th grader or a 9th grader. Like 9th grader tops, I know what their voices sound like, and they just, they were, no. So I heard their voices and I was just like, oh my God, like, are they really following me? Like, oh my God. And so I get on the phone with my mom. I was like, Mom, like, you can come pick me up now because I was about to take an Uber. And so I go to the garage. And so I'm going to the garage, and in the garage, you can see the black trucks to where, you know, some of the artists leave and the DJs leave. And I go there because that's where my mom told me to go. So I go there and there's just like 4 black trucks lined up, and you can see the DJ packing up and all of that. And so I just walk in front of there and then I just sit down because there's seats right there. And so I'm just watching, you know, and guess who pops up? The girls. And they sit on the bench next to me, not directly, but like there was my bench, an empty bench, and then another empty bench. They took the last empty bench, and so they were just like staring too, just waiting. And I was just like on my phone, like looking at the pictures, like crying in my head because Black Bear like was amazing. And so one of the girls like speak, and they were just like, hey, I thought you weren't, you know, a part of the team. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, there's the cars right there, like you're leaving with them. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, that's probably not even his car, that's the DJ's car. And she literally said, you're lying. And I was like, I'm not lying. I didn't say that. I was just like, okay, like I'm not though. That's all I said. But I was like, girl, I'm not lying, like, girl. And then the other girl, she is, you know, thicker, and she was just the one that interrupted the other girl. And she interrupted and she was like, this is not the lot to get picked up. Why are you in this lot then? And I was like, because my mom told me to go here. And she was like, whatever. And at this point, like, I was over it. My wig was snatched. Like, it was just sweaty. It was a hot mess. So I literally say, if I wanted to be a groupie, don't you think I would be in that car? Like, let's be logical here. Like, that's exact words I said. Exactly. And then they just like looked at me. They were just like, and I was just like, and they were like, oh, like, I mean, I guess. They just weren't having it. They weren't buying it. Like, I guess groupies won't tell you that they're a groupie because they don't want you to, you know, hop on with them. But shit, like, I was basically just like, okay, if they don't want to believe me, they're gonna sit there and wait until my mom comes, and then they're just gonna look stupid. My mom comes in her little Mercedes, and it's not really a too fancy car. Like, it's not like something like the crew would have. And my mom's a little white girl, so she comes out, she's like, oh my god, how's the concert? I was like, ah, like, it was good. And so I get in the car, and then my mom drives by slowly, because you know, you have to drive slow in a parking lot. I was just looking at them, I was like, my eyes were just literally big. I was just like, I look at them, and they were just looking at me just like with the ugliest faces. I was like, damn, girl, like, I'm sorry to bust your bubble and you had to waste your time to follow me and just be a weirdo. Like, damn, girl, if I say I'm not, I'm not. PSA to all fangirls, because I am a fangirl as well, but just pipe down. Just pipe down. Calm your chits. I know it's your favorite artist, but girl, if somebody says they're not something, don't be consistent and stalk them. But that's basically the story, you know, titled clickbait. You know, I still got my coin, but hey, it's YouTube, girl. AdSense is not playing with us anymore, so I did what I had to do. But if you guys were entertained by this story, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed after this video, just hit that subscribe button. Join the fam. But without further ado, I love you guys with all my heart. Peace, love, and dildos. Bye, guys.